Hey, what's up, y'all? Today's topic is going to be what talents we have, what hobbies we have, why we do them, and how they make us feel when we do them. Y'all want to introduce yourself?
Peace. I'm Uncle Ray. What's happening?
Bree.
Bree,
Yep.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right, so Uncle Ray, I know. I mean, some
Yeah.
of the your talents, though. I know your talents. You have a few of them, expensive ones,
Yeah. Yeah,
and
I'm dope at juggling. I can juggle real good.
and your unicycle game is on point.
On point, man. I can ride two unicycles at the same time.
They call it a bicycle, though. Dope. It's the
Oh, that's
most
what they
dopest
call it
shit.
now?
Yeah.
That's what they call it, man.
I'm dead.
You
But
silly,
hey,
man.
you actually had a chance to meet some influential people though during your start.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, but music, of course, for the people who don't know, music is my passion, my talent, my gift. And teaching as well, I would say. Is minor in that. And I kind of intertwine both of them. As far as, yeah, I met a lot of people, man. Uh, Muhammad Ali, one of them, he ain't a musician, but that was a very
That was kind of common
influential
for us
person.
though, because we was in the
Yeah,
area where he lived at, so I met him
living
like a
up in
few
Benton Harbor.
times too. Yeah, yeah.
Right, yeah. But that was, nonetheless, that was a special encounter, for me.
Always doing
Uh,
magic tricks.
yeah, I learned how to do the levitation trick
Yeah,
from watching him. I still trip people out with that, with that little levitation trick.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey, Bree, Muhammad Ali used to put his hand against the wall and levitate off the ground.
hmm I would show y'all, but I ain't got enough room here.
I tried it
Okay.
one time. I almost had it. I came like a quarter inch off the ground.
No, I got it down pat. It looked like I'm floating.
Oh man.
Straight up, straight up. I just gave up the trick though. I should have just played it like, I was really really floating. But another person, one of the first major artists I opened for was Spice One. That's
OG.
another encounter. Yeah, Tupac, um, TL, and I can't remember the other dude name from In Too Deep from Vallejo, California. H Town Posse, all three of them cats. It was two of them was brothers, and then they had a homie with them. Too Short, MC Breed, quite a few people, man. Quite a few people. I met Lamont off of Sanford and
That's hilarious.
He was a preacher, straight up, man.
What?
I met him. Yeah, he was a preacher. He was a special guest at a church my mama was going to. Yeah, Lamont Sanford. I can't remember his real name, but all I know, I was a kid. That's Lamont Sanford.
Everybody call him that. You Lamont Sanford.
Right. That's Lamont Sanford.
All right.
What's
So
up?
music, you do every aspect of it: the production, the
Right.
writing, musician,
hmm
play different instruments. Um,
Right.
is that like a relief, like a release for you? Like your special
Most
place?
definitely. Most definitely. When you're creative, like really nothing is gonna be right unless you can have that as an outlet. That's my therapy. Um, and since that's the case, it in turns becomes therapy for other people as well when they listen to the music and the lyrics because it resonates with them. You know what I mean? Because as you know, I talk about things I experienced and things I've seen other people experience. Real life.
Yeah,
So it comes out in the music.
yeah, it definitely
Yeah.
does. And Bree, now I'm not gonna mention what I know, but I'll let you go ahead and talk about your talent.
I mean, I'm more of like a makeup kind of person. I use that as like my expression. It's kind of my hobby. That's what I do. Makeup, hair, like basic. But it's
Okay. I just took a big exhale of relief. Okay, because that's what I was gonna say too. Okay. All right.
That is an art too.
It is. It is. I mean, if you saw her work though, it is.
Yeah.
I came to work the other day with makeup on, and they're like, "Dang, that's Bree, that's Bree." Like, it's definitely one of those things that like depending on your mood can really like I guess help, you know, how great it's gonna be if you are like in a bad mood. I mean, you're not gonna put that much effort into it, but if you know that, you know, you're gonna feel better after, like it insanely helps.
True, 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 true. And like I had those moments too when I was like, "Who the hell is that?" No, quit playing. Who is that? But how does
You remember that one time I did green. Green was the color that I did. I think that's when I was on the east side still. And I did green. And everybody was looking at me like, damn, who is that?
it work though?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
just green. Like okay,
It was just green, you know. Normally I do nude colors, browns, tans, you know, basic white and black, things like that. But you know, when you bring colors into it, it definitely it helps with self-expression as well. I mean, you can turn like a basic all black dress to like a, you know, you can do night and day with, you know, one shade. All you got to do is, you know, blend it out right there in the crease, and you can go from a daytime work to you ready for a night out on the town.
see, okay. And for the people out there watching, you should get a YouTube channel. Just saying. But I want to say like I would say I wouldn't want to say talent. I don't know. Depends on how you look at it, but the ability to make people laugh, and no matter what situation, it find humor through anything that happens to me as well too. Like I think, and it's more so of an outlet, like a cleanse for me when people laugh.
We've definitely had some good belly curling laughs.
Yeah.
If you spend a substantial amount of time with Abdul, that's gonna happen.
I definitely did, and
yeah.
listen, it's a whole bunch of jokes that a lot of people wouldn't understand, but me and him. So I get that.
He be having me rolling.
Yeah, she one of the few people that it didn't go over her head, which made it worse. Then come to find out, we got the same messed up humor too, which is like
pretty dark.
Yeah. But I remember you telling me, Ray, like you should do something with that. Do something with that.
No doubt.
Okay.
Whatever your gift is, or whatever your you know, the way you express yourself creatively you should always reach whatever it is. Like for her, the makeup, you know, that's like while she was describing it, I just kind of pictured, you know, the same energy behind like people who do visual art, you know, when they paint on the canvas, you know, so she does that with, you know, humans pretty much, you know. So it's definitely art.
I mean, there's definitely different types of makeup. I mean, you have full body makeup where you're literally taking a paintbrush as if it was a canvas. Now, that's not something I'm as talented in. I mean, I'm more of a, you know, just a full face. You know, beach face, you look good. But I definitely can't paint portraits on somebody's body. I can say much.
There's a TV show where people compete. You have to, what is that called?
I want to say it's called Face Off.
Yes, exactly what it's called. You ever think about doing something like that?
I mean, personally, I don't know if I'm like good enough for that.
Your
Because
confidence level is not there, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would say like I don't have the skills. Like I haven't personally worked with the kind of paint because it's a different texture. So, I mean, you have the stuff that you're used to, or your oil based. Some people use, you know, spray paint, literally spray paint someone's body. Some women actually use spray paint brushes to do all of their makeup, from their foundation to their eyebrows to their shadows, their liners, you know, things like that. But I'm not a spray painter. I prefer my pencil, my brushes.
Is that something that you would be interested in doing, like on the show, or is it because you don't feel like you?
I feel like definitely down the road that's something that I could look into, but Yeah, I mean, it's not something that isn't out of the range.
I can't remember who said it, but it said, and I'm probably gonna mess it up. I'm paraphrasing, but it say something like whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you right. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
So it's
So
ultimately
I
up to
think
so
I've
you.
when
been told that a couple of times.
we gotta pay attention to the negative talk that come out our own mouth. You know, because you would be saying, not even think about it, like, I don't think I'm good enough. You just told yourself that you weren't. And just
Yeah.
like you could tell yourself that you weren't, you could tell yourself that you are good enough. Just like that. You know, I've
And
seen
then
that happen. I've seen things happen from that.
another thing that happened. I actually told them like a very serious facial expression. I know you remember. I was like, you should go into that. You should look forward into that. Blah blah blah. It sounded like wah 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 wah. And then at the end of that, you were just like, eh.
Yeah.
I'm like,
But you know,
some of them.
remember that conversation as much as I can. I do remember saying that is what I went to school for. And I did find that as much as I do love it, if I did it every day, I would lose that love for it.
I feel that too.
It is more of a hobby. It is more of something that I like to do as a release. I mean, it can be 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and I can't sleep. I'll do my makeup and I'll be able to go to sleep after that. But it's just more of a, you know, a release, like just something to help.
Okay. Yeah.
And then
My music, it's a passion. It's my whole life. It's like everything else. Like even my you know, jobs or whatever, it takes second fiddle to that. You know, that's my passion, music. You know,
right, and he's actually a
it's my
train
first
engineer. So he
conductor.
lives like a conductor.
Yeah,
So
straight up,
so
real.
that's like one extreme to the next.
Man, that's a
Yeah.
whole nother lifestyle. I could write a
Do
book or a
you
movie
do
about that.
you do you bring that train engineering? Do you like make little train sets and stuff like that? Is that something that you do because that's like the career path?
No,
Oh my God.
no, not
What
at
the
all.
hell?
Like
Huh?
because no,
Huh?
no, no. I because see, I didn't realize there's people who are that's a big like subculture. People love train
Like the
sets and all that
trains.
stuff.
Yeah.
And no,
Yeah.
I wish I was because then I would love my job, but I hate my
Oh my
job.
God. I
It
would come
just
over to the crib. Where's Red? He's downstairs with his trains. He's never up
right,
here.
man, no.
It's so
As a matter
bad
of fact,
because
I remember
you
my son, you know, coming home from work and he had a train set he got for Christmas. And, you know, I'm tired. Like, you know, Dad, you want to play? He couldn't wait till I got home so he could play trains with me. And how am I gonna say no? But I'm like, man, I wanted to step on a train, you know what I mean? I ain't want nobody to say nothing that rhyme with train at that moment, you know what I mean? But
my stepdad has like literally my mom's house is like a 1,400 square foot basement. My stepdad has that entire basement full
for the whole
of trains, and he built sets. Yeah.
Yeah, people are heavy into
Okay, go. I'm on the phone, please. I'm on the phone. I'm gonna need you to leave.
Great.
Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, people heavy in the trains, man.
Yeah, that's actually a while we on I was gonna jump up for a second.
Say what?
I was gonna jump up for a second. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back, all right?
Uh,
Well, y'all can carry on. I gotta run and do something real quick.
I think I'm by myself. Everybody left.
You do good. You do good. Stay right there. Don't move. Don't touch nothing.
Right.
Don't get into nothing while you at it.
Be right back.
Okay. Oh, she came back. Okay.
But yeah, the way I feel though, it's like a relief. When I'm on stage, it's still the same butterflies. It's still like my first time. And it's a high. I can't explain it.
Well, I understand it though. You know, it's because, you know, you first of all, you know, in your comedy, you know, like they say, a lot of truth is said in jest. So you getting stuff off your chest. And that rhyme. Check that out. But you know, so when you when you put that energy out there and it's reciprocated, You know what I mean? It is a highness you get from that. And that's, that's beyond substance. That's spiritual. You know what I mean? Because, you got, when you get people's reaction, whether it be laughter or clapping or screaming and stuff, that's
that's what it is.
Thing.
And personally that a lot of my stuff is real. Comes from a real place.
No doubt. Yeah.
The time I got hit with a brick.
Man, dude, you had me rolling for hours telling that story. Why don't you tell it? Did she know about that?
No, I don't think I thought. I don't know how she would react from the face right now.
But you had tears coming out my eyes, man. Not because I felt bad for you because you got hit with the brick. It was because I was laughing.
It sounds funny. Just think about how it sounds, though.
No.
But how did that happen, though?
Getting hit like just off the rip. If somebody say, hey, I got hit in the head with a brick. Ain't nobody gonna just start off like laughing. They're gonna be like, "Word, like what happened?" But
no, they will start laughing.
They will. Dooley knows I would laugh.
Yeah.
Man, that's serious. That's a serious situation. Ask anybody else that got hit in the head with a brick and see if they was laughing.
It's very far in between too. That's another thing. It ain't too many people that you run into and be like, I got hit with a brick. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be a special type of person to get hit with a brick, I guess. Yeah. Like, oh shoot.
Me too. I guess
we friends. Oh shoot, we friends.
That's a bonding experience. Yeah,
it is. It literally is. If I ever meet somebody,
no, that is not how that works.
If I ever meet somebody that got hit in the head with a brick, we are friends for life.
Right. You feel my pain, literally.
and the brick part, and I'll tell the story eventually, but the brick part was the least of the story, though. The crazy part.
Yeah.
That was
there was a lot of elements to that story.
To that whole story, yeah.
It really was.
But what can top getting hit with a brick?
After getting hit with a brick, not being able to find that brick.
Not being able to
didn't you say it bounced back out the window?
It bounced back out the window, yeah. That's how hard it hit me.
Bus.
Oh, yeah, and I was on the school bus.
He was on the school bus.
It's okay to laugh. That's so you know.
Oh, wow. Yes. Right.
It's all right.
What are the chances? What's the odds?
It's the chances. It happened to me. So these years later. The window. It was a crowded bus. It was like a crowded, like beyond capacity. It was like
it hit you
per seat. Yes, it hit me. I was in the odd row. I think I was in row 13 or something.
Man, that brick was meant to hit you that day, man.
And the dude, I saw the man throw it.
Right.
He didn't give a damn. He just chucked that motherfucker. I'm like, oh, what is this, man? This is getting mighty close to me. Wow.
That's
I can see the serial numbers on this brick. Uh-oh. When it got kind of close, it was like, huh? Yeah, damn, man. They evacuated the school bus. Oh my God, they were so mad at me. The people on the bus.
You didn't do nothing.
Because they had to get off the bus and everything. They had to
the other home. Kids.
Yeah.
The kids, yeah.
And the bus driver had a flashlight.
Busted in your head.
I don't know where the brick went. Went back out the window, I think. It was hot as fuck, too. Huh?
Did the bus driver get in trouble for a kid getting hit with a brick on his watch? Unfortunately, he had to fill out some type of report or something, right?
Yeah, I told you what he said. Ain't no brick. Shit. Must bounce out the window.
Right. No evidence. There was no evidence.
No evidence. All right, kids, get back home.
Right. That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Hot as fuck, too. Like, I came here like, wah, wah, wah. Police was like standing there talking to me like, wah, 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 wah. I saw them holding up fingers and shit. Like, I'm just like, two. They were like, two.
The adults in the cartoons.
Yeah, we got to take him back to the school. Like, they took me back, given me Capri Suns, put an ice pack on my head and stuff.
Oh, I'm going to take a break to the head if I get a Capri Sun.
Hell no. Because they was picking glass out my damn head with tweezers and shit. Yeah, it was all bad.
Capri Suns are scarce in a house of kids. We all know this. By the time the box is in the house, it's gone.
I didn't know pancakes was real until I was like damn near grown.
Yeah.
I thought it was some
Pancake?
people. I thought it was some people, rich people ate waffles. Uh,
Waffles or pancakes?
I know about pancakes.
yeah, it was
I
like,
don't eat waffles. I have luckily never owned a waffle maker. I think the only waffles I ever had was
Waffle
at like
maker.
one of those hotels that like you pour it in and you flip it.
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the truth.
Those are
Christmas
nice.
coming up.
Waffles are the truth, though.
Look.
Waffles
Now
are
we
the
think.
truth.
Now you see what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, it's good. Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah.
pancake person. I slapped some peanut butter on it. I'm good.
I tried.
On a
Did you
waffle?
make something like that before? With chocolate chips or something in there?
Yeah.
I was
Yep.
with a
I made
kid.
peanut butter on a
chocolate chip
waffle?
pancakes with peanut butter on it.
My feet
Oh,
was
okay.
swinging. You know, how a kid eat, they sit in the chair.
Yeah,
My feet
that
was swinging.
sounds good. Yeah, that sounds good.
My other talent is cooking. Okay, everybody at my job knows I throw down.
Okay, yeah,
I had a
culinary
few.
arts.
I had a few
Yeah,
plates.
I didn't go to school for it. I cook with the heart.
yeah, that's the best way. That's the best way. You don't measure nothing out. You just put it all in there how you feel. Yep, that's the real
I
way.
tried to give Abdul a recipe, and I was like, shit, how do you measure this?
Right,
Just dump
right,
it.
yeah.
Right, and that's pretty
Till it
much what
feel
he
right.
said.
Yeah.
This much. Hey, what was it? It was the
ribs, my slow cooker ribs, my secret recipe.
and that dessert thing. Oh my god, it was
Oh
Snickers.
my apple Snickers.
Yeah, I was in that motherfucker.
Apple Snickers.
Yes,
What's
you cut apples up and you put some
that all
Snickers
about?
in it, cheesecake filling, a little bit of whipped topping, mix it up.
Man.
And I didn't feel guilty because it had apples in it.
Yeah, they nutritious. They
It's
healthy.
nutritious.
Apples healthy.
And we all know that peanuts are good for you, and that's in Snickers.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
it's like rated a 2 out of 10 on the health scale, so it's better than mine.
Yeah. But moving along, like when y'all do that though, y'all look, right snow to the side. But no, like y'all get something out of that though. It makes everything else you do outside of what you do okay,
Yeah.
bearable.
No doubt.
Is that safe to say?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely.
Excuse me. Absolutely. Yeah. I think some of the in some cases, man, music kept me out of jail, kept me out of trouble. You know what I mean? Being able to, you know what I mean, have something to reach for, have a dream to reach for. You know, that molded some of my decisions and, presented some different opportunities I probably wouldn't have had.
A lot of your
If it
stuff is
wasn't for it.
timeless too though. Like to this
Yeah.
day, that
Thank you.
Raining album,
Yeah.
that's one you can listen to all the way through.
Well, I appreciate it.
Heck yeah.
Oh man, I'm working on, I'll stay working, but the stuff I'm working on now, man, is just bananas. I reconnected with a dude I went to school with in 8th grade. I was new to this Catholic school. Like I got kicked out of the school around the corner, so I went to this Catholic school. And me and this dude, 8th grade, I had a, she probably don't even know what that is. But
Hey, listen, you froze. I'm not even gonna lie. I gotta go back in with the Wi-Fi.
Nah,
But
you good.
so I took I recorded Check Out My Melody off the radio. And I took the like the little break where wasn't no root that on a tape, one tape, and press play and record at the same time until where I wanted to loop it, and I kept rewinding the tape, and I did that till I had like enough to where me and my dude could rap on it. And then so I put the instrumental that I made from looping like that in the one end, and then I pressed record, and we was rapping back and forth, and somehow the school ended up playing it over the morning announcements. You know what I'm saying? That's how we linked up And years later, I ran into him, and he teach music. He been in a couple of bands. He performed around here. He been in the band thing longer than I have, and he's just a phenomenal musician. So we just kind of relinked, and the stuff we coming up in his studio is just wait till you hear it, cause wait till you hear it. It's something different.
Man, I can't wait to hear that. And also, I gotta make it.
How I like the brand.
Yeah. Hey, and then that get together we had, what was that, at the end of the year?
Oh yeah.
That was a hell of a fine set.
Simon.
Yeah.
That was fun. That was real fun.
Was that the one that you had to be a certain age to go to? Wasn't that the one you were telling me about?
No, that was one. It was kids in there actually. It was a family event, so it was like.
Was it?
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah."
I can't remember. I was trying to think. Dang, was it? Probably
yeah, because Erica, Rocco.
Oh yeah. Whatever they grown kids.
Shoot, your kids too.
My kids was in it. Yeah. No, my older kids, my grown kids was there.
And they wasn't at the bar or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Little Ray done been in the bar with me. Like he was 13 on the my dude was DJing, and he got up on he was scratching Peter Piper. Remember? I had a video of that.
I think I saw it.
Ray was like 13. You know what I'm saying?
I saw that.
I saw that. And Roman, he was up in a spot with me when I was judging a beat battle. So yeah, they been young up into spots the kids were supposed to be in,
And then they their own band too, though.
Right. Yeah.
Like you really did do the thing. Like you started your whole band.
Right. Somebody said we need a reality show.
you know how many times I said I needed a reality show at work? I'd have been rich by now.
Oh man. Yeah.
If they had a swear jar, you'd be rich.
You find me today.
The editing people would have been rich. Beep, 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 beep. You know what else? Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah.
I'm not that bad. It's only when I burn myself now.
Well, that's that's anybody.
Yeah, that's a good reason to cuss.
You ever dip your fingers in a 350-degree oil pot?
Ooh,
don't
feel
good.
Yeah.
I do it with some gloves on. You got it down pat.
Man, I was cleaning one of them fryers the other day, and the scraper slid, and my whole hand went in, and I like ran. I ran outside. I didn't even run to water. I ran outside the store. I was like, no.
I remember I burnt my hand on a fajita skillet. I was cooking at. Y'all remember Chi-Chi's? I don't know if that chain got up that way.
They got no. I think they closed them all.
Yeah, they closed.
It's one in Lansing, isn't it?
I doubt. I think it's just Chili's now.
I don't know. But y'all remember them fajitas? They used to come out like sizzling. Yeah. Well, we used to keep them on certain parts of the grill while we was cooking, and somehow one got on the. Those be red hot. And one got in the wrong spot, and while I'm cooking, I just grabbed it with my hand. And you know how something burn you, and like it shocked you so much, you still hold on to it like that. You know what I mean? Like, oh,
damn,
let it go.
Yeah, that was hot.
You can hear my skin sizzle, like, and you even saw a little smoke. You know, a little smoke in my hand. Yeah,
that sounds so painful.
Yeah,
right
shit out my hand. Yeah.
Then you can't put your hand there, nothing hot or warm.
Right. So I cussed. So yeah, I cussed.
Yeah, I cussed out. I cussed out Oprah when they brought grilled. She was giving away grilled chicken, and the door latched onto my forearm, and the whole store was packed, like from the counter to the back window. All they heard was me like, they got quiet. You saw a little kid looking around his parents' legs like, who did that? Who was that?
Right.
It was hot. whole arm. I still got the mark on my arm too. But Ray, you're a comedian too.
Am I?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's in our
I
blood,
didn't know
man.
that. Yeah, we do tend to laugh a lot. I think you just bring that out of me, man. You know what I'm saying? We can't have a conversation longer than a couple of minutes without
There's somebody laughing.
being stupid, without being being crazy. That is how we do. That do run through the blood.
Remember
But
that
I wouldn't say
time?
I'm a comedian.
Remember that time I tried to prank call you and call the wrong number?
Yeah. Right.
I was like, hello. This Halloween fell on the weekend. Who is this? Me and Ghetto Boys are trick or treating. Who are you?
It was some lady though.
It was an old white woman. Like, I will call the authorities.
Why you do that to that lady?
I didn't know. I dialed the wrong number. It was actually.
I thought he was talking to me.
Yeah.
I feel like you and an old white woman do not sound nothing like those.
That's what I'm saying.
How you don't know?
Right. Maybe he thought I was playing with him or something like that.
Yeah. Like,
be silly like that too. Because I call somebody.
You gonna play with me? Here you go.
It's been plenty of times I done called Jamal and be like, can I speak to Mr. Morley, please? You know what I mean? Just different voice. And like he'd do me too. I got your car down here, and you had some issues with the carburetor. Just different voices, and we get each other sometimes, but after a while we man, whatever, you know what I mean? And this Mr. Armstrong, I got your credit card down here.
I had hit him up, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get him to do a cameo or something one day.
Oh yeah. Well, he stayed busy, man.
I know. I did tell him that. I told him he's a busy man.
I tried to get him to mix on some of my stuff I sent him. But he stayed busy, especially now since they got this little window where they can get stuff done. Like, they ain't been able to shoot no videos, ain't been able to really, no concerts and none of that, because of the COVID. So when they opened up, of course, they, now he got a heavy caseload of doing stuff.
That's cool. And then that brings up another segue to how do y'all think COVID affected y'all crafts and y'all hobbies?
Oh man. Well, shoot, we ain't did a show since March. Everything, like last show we did, I think it was like March 7th. I want to say March 7th. And then everything we had booked, they canceled all the way through June. And then when June came around, we looked at look at the shows we had scheduled, and it was like on a we'll see. And then they was canceling like maybe 3 days to a week before the date, because of the COVID. And like we a pretty big band, so some of the places we couldn't perform because we wouldn't be able to social distance on the stage. We fill up a stage. So so we ain't, but we've been still working on stuff. I've been in the studio a lot, so I'm trying to be focused on more the creative side than the performance side right now. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get some projects, and I might have bit off more. Now I ain't gonna say that, but it seemed like I bit off a lot. I ain't gonna say more than I could chew, but I'm working on, a few projects right now. You know what I mean? So I gotta stay focused and finish what I'm working on now before I take other shit off.
Okay, Bree. I mean, you see everything go from one extreme to the other, though. So.
Yeah, I mean, I never really was a big do it on somebody else. I'm more of like a do it in my own areas. So I do feel like, in the beginning of it did take a big toll on me finding the time to do it because I was literally working open to close. So it was really no time for me to, sit down and do it. But right. I definitely would say now that we're starting to get back to regular hours and consistent workers and things like that, that I am finding myself having more time to do makeup and, buying new palettes and, all that kind of stuff.
So how does it affect you, Dooley?
Well, last time I touched the stage was that day. What was it? The
Simon
last.
time.
That was yeah.
That Simon
What was that?
time.
December. That was the
I
last
believe
time. So
or November.
actually, no. You
It
know
was
what? You're
December.
right. It was November. It was before my mom passed.
Okay, yeah, it was
It was November. So that was the last time.
November.
And of course, I was on hiatus, like dealing with certain things, and then COVID pop up, so that pushed it even back further. So now, I mean, I just thought of something. I was just sitting around one day talking with one of my homeboys, like, you know what? Start a podcast.
Yeah.
And we had everything mapped out and everything, and then that stuff fell through. So I was just thinking, like, you know what? Ain't nobody be around each other anyway, right? Why not
Yeah,
use
might as
some
well
of
do some. Yeah, that's that. A lot of things stem from struggles. A lot of things come out of what we perceive as hard times. It's always stuff we can do with it to turn it into good. And that's a good example. What you just said.
Yeah, so I mean, I've been working on that. It's been fairly good, fairly good. Not gonna lie. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. This one's in the books.
All
Thanks,
right.
and I
No
look
problem.
forward to y'all being both of y'all are new guests, so this hasn't been done before. So
Right. Okay. Cool.
I look forward to being in contact with y'all, and it's been real, and y'all
For
have a
sure.
good one.
All right. Nice meeting you, Bree.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Peace.